Back to the lab with Jordan Moore and John Jackson on Trojans Live.
And we are back live at the lab. I know our guest likes to hear me say that.
We are live at the lab.
Now during the BMW Mission to Drive, lease a 2015 BMW 320i sedan for as low as $369 a month with zero due at signing. Just sign and drive. Details at SoCalBMW.com. We've got the one, the only, the legend, Cynthia Cooper-Dyke in the house right now. Jordan Moore and John Jackson. It's time to talk women's basketball. Coach, you pieced this team together. We've got 7 new faces to talk about, 5 freshmen, 2 transfers. How'd you do it?
Well, you know what? We want talent. We want character. That's how you build a winning mentality, a winning attitude. And so we went and got talent. We went and got character. We have the ultimate woman of Troy right now, and we're starting to build that winning mentality so we can go fight for an NCAA championship here in the next few years.
You know, talk about the preparation and the changes, some of the changes you brought in terms of getting the team ready this year to build some camaraderie, those types of things.
Well, we have a great strength and conditioning coach in Kelly Dormandy. She has done a great job with getting the kids in shape. We went on a camping trip out. Shout out to the Girl Scouts that helped us out. We were out in cabins and doing some team building out there. And, we've done, the Marines have come on campus and done some things. So with a lot of new faces and some international flavor, we really wanted to spend time getting to know each other, getting better. And then ultimately you got to get on that court and you got to work on some shots. You got to, get in shape. And I think we're well on our way.
Is that the biggest, I don't know if you want to call it challenge or thing you're trying to accomplish now, is because you have international players, because there's not as many returning starters, coming back to this year's team. I wouldn't say that they're fragmented, but they're fragmented from the standpoint they're all coming from different directions on the same team. That team building, is that priority number one?
Well, team building is priority number one. For me, it's getting that ball out there, having them all working together, and that's really the team we want to build. So we want players that come out, that complement one another, that share the ball, that trust each other. When we talk about team building, that's really what you're trying to build, trust. You want them to trust each other, so when they penetrate to the basket, they get stopped. They're ready to make that extra pass, but also they trust that their teammate is going to knock it down. Okay. And so we've got to bring that this year. And not only do we have new players and we have a lot of freshmen, but we have Spanish players. We have New Zealand. We have Timmy. Timmy is from London. She played on Great Britain national team, and then Nigeria, and she graduated from Harvard, and so she's probably more international than I am.
Well, JJ wants to know who gets to take all these recruiting
exactly.
trips. JJ wants to go. He wants to handle recruiting for you.
That was my next question.
He's going to be your recruiting coordinator in his next
JJ,
flight.
let's do it, baby.
Hey, with all the places you're going, this is bucket list type of stuff. I was just wondering if you're actually going for the players or you're going for yourself.
Well, technically, yeah, I'm going for myself. Did I say that out loud?
No, you say the players.
I tell you what, the players are great, and what's great about women's basketball now with the WNBA is there's talent all over the place. And so there's a lot of competition here in Los Angeles, in California, in the United States right now. So sometimes you have to go international to get the type of player, talent, and character that you want, and I think we have that on our USC women's basketball team.
But how do you recruit a player that plays in Australia? It's not exactly a quick recruiting flight. So how do the logistics work out, and how are you able to evaluate them both as a person and as a player, and have them be able to evaluate this university?
Well, 2 things. One, we went over to Australia, 2 coaches. Coach Taj Edwards, she went over there, as well as myself. We met the family. We met with our recruit. We saw her on film first. Actually, we saw her on film. We got with a couple international recruiting agencies and really got a chance to see what they had to offer. The number one goal for us is to find a fit. We found a player that fit, a player that is hungry to play basketball at USC, loves the Trojan family. As a matter of fact, their young son already wants to play Trojan football. So, I'll tell you, it's a family affair.
You're doing Clay's job for him, too.
But international basketball has a different style. I'm assuming it's the same with the women as with the men. They are typically, better shooters. I'm stereotyping now, but they're better shooters from the outside. A lot of people say they don't want to get, elbow down low. What kind of how do you coach that as a coach, knowing that you want all of it, right? You want them to coach, and want to shoot and be physical.
Well, I will tell you something about myself. I don't have a system. I tailor my system to my players. It's my job as their head coach to put them in a position to be successful. That's my number one goal. So it doesn't matter. If you don't like the physicality, then I need to clear out a lane and let you penetrate to the basket. If you knock down the jumper, then I need to get a guard that'll slash to the basket and know how to make a good decision when the defense closes off and dish you the ball for that three-point shot. But then you have players like Kristen Simon. We have another kid coming out of Australia who wants to bang. And I want to give them that opportunity. Absolutely. Absolutely. Number one opportunity underneath that basket to bang, to score, to rebound, to offensive rebound, and to make us better. We don't want to just be a team. We want to be a tough team, a team that runs, a team that fights. We're talking about fight on. Fight on isn't just a slogan. It's a movement. I'm going to say that again because sometimes I say some deep stuff. It ain't just a slogan, ladies and gentlemen. It's a movement, baby. We fighting on up in here. I'm just saying.
Australia and New Zealand were in the Rugby World Cup over the weekend, so they like physical play down there. You're talking about Europe. They like to bang down there. You do have some players returning. What are you looking at for them? Obviously, besides production, who needs to step up as a leader on this team that knows this program, knows you, and knows what it's going to take?
Well, I think Brianna Barrett has to step up. She has to. She's our senior point guard, and she's going to have to do a lot for us. She's going to have to, kind of usher in our freshman point guard. We have a dynamite point guard out of North Carolina, Charlotte, Aaliyah Mazik. We need Brianna to lead her down the path that helps us win a Pac-12 tournament championships and get in a championship and get us to that NCAA tournament. And then Jordan Adams. Jordan Adams got to come to play. She got to come to play. She's an all-world, all-American. She is a pro player right now. I see it every day in practice. We've got to see it in every game this season.
Coop, we went to school together. I should have told you that you don't raise the bar so high at first. You're supposed to keep the bar low and then go higher. You realize
it
that?
was low when I got here. We won 8 games. Won 11 games, and then we won the Pac-12 tournament championship. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what it is we're a very young team. But I don't allow my players and my coaching staff to use any of this as an excuse. We've got to come to play. We've got some pieces coming in. We're going to be ready here in the next year and a half. We're going to be ready to fight for a championship.
You're going to be ready from jump, and that's November 13 at noon. Galen Center, Women of Troy against Hope International as part of a doubleheader that day. Women's basketball, men's basketball opening at Galen Center. That's just next week. Can you believe it? That's time.
Let's go.
Next week.
Want a part of this?
Are you ready?
Coach?
Are you ready?
That's what I was going to say.
Is she ready?
Well, that's what
of course she's ready.
I was going to tell you the reason I can raise the bar high is because I'm subbing in this year. Come on, baby.
You would if you could. You would if you could. Thank you, Coach. Get ready for your next big game. Let Ralph's help make game time a little easier. Place your order today for ready-made party platters at your neighborhood Ralph's Deli or ralphs.com/order online. Good luck, Steve Lopes. You're up next. You get to follow Cynthia Cooper-Dyke on Trojans Live.